Nathaniel Bandy. Striving for originality.
This Top 10 intro is brought to you by VectorStar Productions.
It's finally here! I announced this top 10 during the NB Direct last December, and we're ready to rock this. This list is based off of how fun the stage is, and also how unique it is overall. There's not much else to say, aside from, without further ado, let's go! Number 10! And here we have the only Plessy stage on the list. From World Bowser 2, Plessy's Dune Downhill is a really great time. I know people are bummed out about Yoshi not being in this game, but Plessy was a fresh idea. You basically slide down a huge slope of sand, performing enormous jumps along the way. There's lots of sand statues of Goombas and Bowsers that you can actually smash through. One of them has a green star, so hit all the ones you can. To make the stage even more exciting, there are several speed boosts which often launch you into the air, and sometimes will launch you into another speed boost. Number 9. Tricky Trapeze Theater honestly makes you feel like a performer at a circus. You're basically swinging across vibrant trapezes the whole time. There's this cool little carousel-shaped platform that brings you from section to section. Now, if you jump a second before it stops, you'll actually fling your character across the stage. It's very risky, but it's so satisfying catching a ton of height and speed for a second. There's a section with a substantial amount of piranha plants, and while they're pretty easy to avoid, there's a fun way of killing them. In the middle of everything, there's a block that has a mega mushroom. Now you can go all boom and squish on these guys! Even though it's pointless, I always enjoy trying to demolish every plant with a mega mushroom for the lols. The last trapeze in the stage is actually kind of hard to get without a good jumping character. I always make sure to long jump for it just to be safe. Number 8. What's cool about this stage is most of it is built in a square layout. You're going to need a good depth perception to be good at this stage. Actually, you'll need good depth perception in general to be decent at this game at all. The overall theme is a bit generic. You've got your usual thwomps and lava and stuff, but the end of the stage is what sets it apart. You'll climb up this tower collecting the 5 key circles. Once you do, you gotta scurry your cat bum down back to the bottom. Here's a pro tip. Destroy all the fizzlets before heading back down. The swarm of poison gas will get you if you don't book it. If you don't destroy the fizzlets, they're likely to get in your way. And trust me, one slip up actually greatly increases your chances of losing here. Number 7. This goddamn star is very difficult if you don't know what you're doing. Despite that, the stage is very unique. For the majority of the star, you're going to rely on your cannon boxes. If you weren't good at using them before, you'll have mastered them by the end of this stage. This stage will troll you too. You'll get to a section with a few walls with cracks in them. Oh, what must that mean? A green star, right? Nope! Most of the cracks either just have coins or enemies in them. There's one part where you actually have to bounce off cannonballs to proceed up. Holy crap, Nintendo! It's like you're making your Mario games hard again! There's a fun 2D water section where you'll have to avoid several cannonballs and swim around obstacles. Thankfully, if you have the cannon box, you can destroy most of what's in front of you. The final section is what really does it. You'll be rolling around a platform and are forced to make some very precise cannon shots to add ground to move forward. The last 2 cannon shots are very difficult the first time around. On top of that, Parabones will be on your ass the whole time. Despite all that though, playing through the level with this item makes the stage really unique and is a fun challenge. Number 6. Footlight Lane features a really neat foggy atmosphere. It's so foggy that parts of the platforms can't be seen, unless a thwomp smashes the ground or if your character ground pounds. The concept of this isn't exactly new, but in this game, there's nothing else quite like it. You really gotta take your time the first time playing through to learn where the ground is. What's interesting is if you get the stars and get on these invisible platforms, large amounts of it lights up around you without needing to slam your booty on the ground. It's just a really neat stage with a great difficulty curve too. Number 5. Oh my goodness, Sprawling Savanna. Nintendo really outdid themselves here. I don't know what it is, but something about this stage is just downright beautiful. Maybe it's a combination of the relaxing sunset and the giant shine on just everything. Not only that, but there's a section that actually reminds me of an open world Mario game. When you shoot your cannon out into the open to chase down the bunnies, it was the happiest yet saddest moment while playing this game. I was happy because I felt like I was playing Mario 64 again, chasing down a bunny. My happiness dwindled a little though when I realized the end goal was still to just get to the flagpole. All of the cannons in this stage force you to avoid the fuzzies, aside from the end where you get access to a star and you can proceed to ram into as many as possible. I just love this stage so much.
Number 4.
Whenever I play Clear Pipe Cruise, I always try to beat the entire stage without actually going inside a pipe. It's definitely possible because Nintendo has given us the freedom to run atop their pipes. This I really appreciate. It makes the game feel much more open, in which I can do whatever I want to accomplish this otherwise linear stage. So obviously, you'll mainly be traveling by pipe and trying to avoid spikes, kill piranha plants, and there's even a fun sky stage. The last big pipe section has you traversing inside a complicated mess of pipes collecting the 5 key circles. You can try to do this without entering the pipes at all, but it's actually pretty hard to do. Clear Pipe Cruise feels really fresh and made me realize why clear pipes were such a brilliant idea.
Number 3.
Wow, there's a stage in this game themed after Super Mario Kart. I'm quite impressed, honestly. They really grabbed the essence of Mario Kart and blended it with this game. Mount Mustache features several dash panels constantly giving you speed while piranhas and parabitty-buds trying to get in your way. Jump pads are used to give you huge jumps, but you gotta make sure you don't steer yourself off the track, as that can actually be pretty easy to do. There's even a huge road where you actually slide down and can knock out parabitty-buds just by touching them. It's pretty fun trying to hit them all. At the end of the course, there's a finish line indicating the end of the course. That was an awesome touch. This course is brilliant. I'm surprised they didn't make another based off of Rainbow Road.
Number 2.
The Lonely Goomba and Gaijin Goomba must have crapped themselves playing this stage. Hands-on Hall pits you in a big dojo. Who are your main enemies? Goombas! I know they aren't that threatening, but there's also plenty of Boomerang Bros and other baddies too. I love how you can whack gongs to spew coins or Goombas, and I also love opening up the secret doors to see what secrets there are. The greatest and probably the most useless feature is that you can literally become a Goomba. Just stomping on a couple of select Goombas turns you into one. This is one of the most hilarious things I think I've ever seen. Just look at them go! Whee! The one real advantage is you'll be disguised from other enemies, so you can easily kill them with this suit. On top of all that, at the end you actually play on the roof of this dojo. This stage was very close to being number 1, but the number 1 spot does something that no linear Mario game has ever done before. Ever. And ever.
And now the number 1 unique Mario 3D World stage is...
When you play the Great Goal Pole, you just laugh. I mean, the goal pole is literally right there. Let me just grab it. Oh my god! It's running away from me! Now isn't that just hilarious and amazing? The goal of this stage is to chase down the goal pole. I love this! The pole really gains a lead on you too. You have to use the dash panels to catch up with it. There's plenty of enemies and obstacles in your way, so this stage can be pretty challenging. This stage kind of breaks the game. Nobody could possibly expect this, and that's why it's number 1. Did you like or dislike this list? What's your favorite stage in Mario 3D World? Leave a comment below. Make sure to hop on the bandwagon and follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Tumblr to keep up with the latest on this channel. Thanks for watching and have a great day.